New at 6, the Great Huki project, funded by federal stimulus money to clear out 23 acres of invasive species at Maunalua Bay, is PAIKO. And since the work is done earlier than expected, there's enough money left over to work through April, removing even more alien seaweed beyond what was contracted. KITV4 News This Morning's Amberlyn Hayden reports.
Ahead of schedule and under budget.
It seemed like an insurmountable amount of seaweed to remove.
Crews have made significant progress after long days trudging through soot and clearing out 2.9 million pounds of invasive mudweed.
Certainly by clearing this old shag carpet off the reef, it's as if the reef can breathe again. And so if the critters and the native limu can come back, the fish will follow next. It took about 30 years to get to this condition, so it won't happen overnight, but certainly it's the first critical step at restoring the bay.
Here's a side-by-side image from October 2009, just a couple months after the project began. And on the right is what Maunalua Bay looks like today. Crews said the mudweed had to be cleared in lines to give scientists a way to measure progress from how fast native species come back to if invasive algae grows back and at what rate. To date, there's been zero regrowth of the mudweed. The visuals are impressive, and crews have seen firsthand the impact the project's had on marine life.
The fish have been coming and bumping us during the time of picking, and it scares us a little bit.
We've seen a few eagle rays, different kinds of fish that we didn't notice at the beginning of the project. So yeah, it's been, each day we see something different that makes it rewarding for all of us.
One notable point about the project is that none of the algae went to a landfill. In fact, all of it was composted with material going to 5 local farmers. 75 jobs were created and now extended through April, and the project gained a lot of community support with schools, businesses, and residents volunteering.
I feel good about giving back and knowing that we're helping the environment. Just making people more aware that, we need to malama the ocean.
Amberlyn Hayden, KITV4 News.
Project coordinators say there's also enough funds left over to continue scientific observations through the end of this year, and that includes studies of the sediment problems and the growth in the marine life there.